What is up, members of my collector corps? It is I, Super Mariozilla, or you could call me Vinny, and today we will be taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Gomora. Let me clarify a bit. I won't do the usual stuff explaining how the figure came to be and all that because this is the reissue release of Gomora, not the first printed release. Along with Zeton and I think Baltan, these figures saw a reissue release, including Gomora, who was one of the most popular releases in the Figuarts Ultraman line. And now folks who missed him the first time have a second chance to get him. Will he be worth it? Let's find out if Gomora deserves a spot on your shelf. Alright. Let me get the one major negative out of the way first. Bandai. Why lower body have different color than upper body? Why no consistency? Why for you give Gomora's tail different color entirely as well? No matter pose. It don't look right. Why for you let me down, Tamashii Nations? Sorry about that, but it just seems like a strange oversight for all that. Who knows, maybe I got something wrong, but the figure is guilty until proven innocent. Shame because the sculpt looks incredible, and paint, where it's good, it's good. It's not sloppy, but some parts like the tail are an inconsistent color, but it just looks awkward depending what display situation you have going. As said before, the sculpt looks amazing. I love the detail, especially on his stomach and back. Those are my favorite parts. The very ashy look it has, the way the skin looks rocky and wrinkly and crinkly, it's a joy to look at. Gomora looks gorgeous in that department. And the paint blending is amazing. Many different browns and black shading. Mwah, beautiful. Chef's kiss. This is Gomora, and Bandai captured the look wonderfully with the detail and colors where the colors are done right and are consistent. This is well done. Amazing. So Gomora gets an A+ in sculpt, but paint, B-.
Gomora's articulation for his design is pretty good, so without wasting any time, let's get over it. Jaw is on a hinge, so he can open and close his mouth. Head and neck have 3 joints here, here, and here. So he can look pretty much all the way up and can look... Well, he could look all the way down, but, you know, because of how his head and eyes are designed, it's, like, not possible. He can look side to side. And, of course, he can also lean. Arms are on ball joints. Shoulder parts are on ball joints right here. Elbows on ball joints right here. So straight out, can bend this much. Pretty good. They also act as a bicep swivel. And hands are on ball joints. There's a ball joint here in the waist, so I can crunch forward and crunch backward. And there's always some sculpt here to not break up any gaps, although, like I said, the paint work is like, what happened? Can rotate. Legs are on ball joints, so I can kick this far forward. Can kick, oops, well, tail popped off. Can kick this far back. And can he do the splits? Yeah, just about. So that's pretty cool. There's a bit of a thigh swivel here as well. Knees are on ball joints here and here, so he can bend a pretty decent amount, and can also have them straight, in case you so wish. Ankles are on ball joints, so pretty decent ankle rocker. Tail is on many series of ball joints, akin to Monster Arts figures. This was, even though this is the reissue release, this was before Gull. They made that stupid decision with Gulza to have the bendy wire tail. So you can pose the tail in many different ways, despite how short it is. Although, do keep in mind, there is some gapping. So it has excellent range, just keep in mind, there's some gapping. And the reason I think this tail is easy to pull apart is for the interchangeable pieces, which we're going to go over in the next segment of the review. Come on. Wow, okay. Sorry about that, guys and gals. So Gomora's articulation, Nothing to snuff at. I think it is decent. I think it is pretty good. He is plenty posable, like with other Figuarts monster figures or Monster Arts figures. So, you need him in a pose? He can do it. Although, keep it realistic. He's not going to do Kung Fu anytime soon. So yeah, pretty good. Articulation gets a pass.
Gomora's accessories are solid. He comes with everything he needs for his Ultraman display. First, his hands. The default more open hands that came on him in the package. Next are his alternate hands to more so resemble fists. Interchanging the hands takes a lot of work, so be sure you have a hairdryer handy to interchange the hands because they are not easy to pop on and out. Next for accessories is a battle-damaged horn, making it look like it was sliced off. Cool. Using this is fairly easy. The shapes of the pegs only have both accessories go in and out one way only. Please be careful not to lose the chipped horn. I almost did when doing the pictures for the end of the video. Next is his sliced tail, which is much easier to interchange. Detail on the cut part looks so good. Great work put into it. The colors, the detail. To use, pop out the whole tail and pop this damaged one on. Gomora gets a win in accessories, so no problems here. Here's a size comparison with other figures you may or may not own. Gomora is a good size here. He goes great with any of the Ultramen and other Ultra Kaiju. Why stop there? Put him up against Godzilla and friends. Any Kaiju. Gomora fits right in. Gomora is a fun release, and I'm happy to get the reissue after missing the first release. But man, those inconsistent colors suck. They hurt the figure badly. I love the sculpt, I love the articulation, and especially the accessories. Gomora is a good figure. I'm not saying it's bad for that reason alone. What I should say is, did you miss the previous Gomora release? Then get this reissue now. Just keep in mind the MSRP for this reissue is almost $90. If you can look past that and the inconsistent colors, then you'll have a blast with this figure like I did. He still has merit and is a fun package, plus he goes great with the SS Ultraman release. I will give Gomora a 7 out of 10. Good figure with weird problems.